What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Grab My Banner podcast. We are on episode 24, and we are all here healthy in the flesh. Congratulations to all of us. We're healthy. Let's go. Round of applause.
Yes.
We're healthy. We're good. We're good. We were all healthy last week, but we just wanted to be safe. And we have a fantastic episode here for you guys today. We're going to do our Raise Energy question, then get into the 2-year anniversary of Apex. The event just dropped earlier today. Then we'll finish it off with the gambling segment of the show. We have crowned a brand new winner, and we are getting ready to bring in some new little wrinkles here to the gambling segment, so stick around for that. But before we do that, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch. That's where all of the shit goes down, where you can see exclusive behind-the-scenes podcast content with all of us here. You want to check that out. And also just join our Discord server because we talk a lot in there. We're always in there doing some things, having some fun. Boys, let's get into the Raise Energy question of the week. Use code BANNER at repsports.com on all Raise Energy products for 15% off. Raise Energy question of the week. We had an awesome Super Bowl this weekend. Tom Brady gets his 7th championship. That was sick. It was a great game. But if you had, say for instance, the game was a little bit closer. It's the final drive. You're down by 3. You need a touchdown to win the game. Who is the squad that you were putting out there on your offense to bring a Super Bowl home and bring that championship back?
All right, so here's the deal. If you knew me and if you knew the rest of these guys, you would know that I am the least invested into football of anyone here by far. In fact, I'm pretty sure all 3 of these other boys played football in school, and I didn't. Is that true?
Yes, very true.
Okay. My dad also didn't teach me how to throw a football, so I only know how to throw a baseball. So, these are just things that corroborate my story. Mm-hmm. But I think that I do know enough about the positions, and I'm good enough with strategy to have put together a really killer team. And I don't really think any of you are going to have me beat. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot. So the most obvious has to be QB, right? Yeah, it's got to be Fuse. The dude literally can put the ball in his robot arm and shoot it like a bullet.
Yes.
So I don't see how anybody else could be a better pick than Fuse for QB. That just seems to make sense. Also, the dude is a cage fighter, all right? He knows what it's like to be in shining lights under pressure, and he obviously seems to perform well since he kicked everyone's ass.
He won't shy away from the pocket. He'll step into the pocket and make those deep throws down the field, get the chains moving a little bit. That's what he's able to do. Because he's a cage fighter, he's not afraid of the pocket. He'll step right into it.
That's right, the chains. Wide receiver 1. Okay, main wide receiver, the guy we're going to rely on the most, definitely got to be Octane. Yes. All right, obviously, just foot speed. The ability to outrun whoever's trying to cover him, it's massive. So Octane and his ability to make long drives down the field, I don't see how you could not have him on your team as wide receiver. Wide receiver 2, I got a little tricky with it. I thought for, slant routes and stuff maybe closer to the line, Mirage would be a fantastic pick. Because that misdirection, man, I mean, especially if it's going to be, a shorter play, you're not going to know who's who. But the quarterback will know. Fuse will know. So I think that's a solid pick. Running back, I think there's only one right choice, and it has to be Wraith. Because Wraith I think is wasted anywhere in front of the line. Because Wraith's ability allows her to penetrate the line, thrust deeply through it, and then pop out on the other side with vigor and force.
Say that again? You're doing there.
Say that again?
Penetrate through it with vigor and force.
Thank you.
Very good.
Yeah, absolutely. So that, I think that's the best way to use her because, Wraith had to be, she's in the meta in football as much as she's in the meta in Apex, I think. So tight end, that's the one where, I bounced around on who I thought would be the most appropriate, but I wanted somebody that could bring grit to my team's ethos. Somebody that was dangerous, that was fast, that was really fucking strong, and that was also a dirty player. I like dirty players on the team, all right? I don't shy away from that. So I went ahead and I threw Revenant as my tight end.
Wow.
He's got everything you need, okay, to make the other team fear you. He has the speed. He has the power to block if he needs to. The guy's just, he's everything. He's a fucking robot on top of it.
And he's like 9 feet tall.
How are you going to outshove a robot?
So I really like that Revenant pick because he's got the long arms too. So not only could he be like a nasty, gritty blocker, but he could probably catch a few balls too, especially down in the trenches, reach out a little bit.
That's right.
Right when you think he's going to get tackled, he just teleports back behind the line again, and he can now throw it down to Octane.
Yeah, I mean, Revenant. That's a great. I didn't think of
That's a good
Revenant
trick
for
and
for
you
a
know
head coach.
maybe
for a tight end.
Normally, I feel like I'm the type of guy that's like I want to have a good hard game, but I hope that I hope people get hurt, but I don't hope people get injured.
Yeah.
But when we're playing in the Super Bowl, bro, I hope their whole team dies. So Revenant taking some people down, breaking some shins, okay, maybe breaking some necks. Why not? All right? Why not?
You got to think he's also probably the greatest trash talker of all time on the field. He's getting under the skin of the defense, trash talking them because there's nothing you can say to Revenant that'll get under his skin because he doesn't have any. But he will literally talk about your wife, talk about your kids, talk about murdering them, and it's gonna
it's real.
Yeah,
very-
psychological problems are gonna happen
Just look at
because
Loba.
of talking to him.
Just look at Loba.
Exactly. Like I really love that.
I will
Revenant
look at
pick.
Loba.
I really love.
I'll look at Loba anytime I can. Thanks,
That's a
Ryan.
solid
Thanks for that.
team.
Thanks for that reminder. Oh no, I'm not done.
Oh, you have a head coach.
I have a head coach.
Yes.
Please tell me it's Loba.
This could make or break your team, right?
Oh, absolutely. And when I think about a head coach, I want somebody who's calculated, who's measured, and who's really smart. I want that gravitas on my sidelines, pulling everything together, pulling the strings, the puppet master, so to speak. I think there's only one best choice. There's a lot of good choices, but there's one best choice, and that's Caustic. The dude's ice cold. The dude's fucking brilliant. He's a little bit older, so he's more tempered. He can make obviously great decisions under pressure. I've never seen anything from Caustic that made me think that he would not be a fantastic head of some kind of a team.
Makes sense. I really like your team. I think you have a very solid team,
That is a
and I
great
like
team.
it.
Yeah.
Now, there were a lot of obvious choices there, and I kind of wanted to go with something different. I wanted to move around. I do have an appreciation for a hybrid type of offense, okay? Because there's a lot of, you got the West Coast, you got the run and gun. You've got all those different types of offenses out there. What I really enjoy, though, there was a guy back in my day. His name was Michael Vick. He wore the number
Vic,
7.
yeah.
He had a left-handed throwing arm, and he can throw bullets down the field, but he didn't need to throw bullets down the field. You want to know why?
Because he was dogfighting.
Yes, but also
He could run,
because he could run too. Good job, Kyle. So, and even if you can't forgive Michael Vick, there's another guy who fits directly into this category who's relatively new. His name is Lamar Jackson for the Baltimore Ravens. He can run the ball really well. Some say better than Michael Vick. I say differently, but I think he's on the right track. So for my quarterback, I went with Octane. Now, obviously, Troy, I think Octane as the wide receiver number 1, it's like the easiest pick in the world. It's a layup.
Pick, dude.
I do, though, wanted to make some sort of hybrid offense. I think Octane playing that running quarterback for me is going to be really good. But you need a good complement in the running back position. You need a guy, when Octane's running the finesse down the field, you need a bulldozer that's going to go through the line, especially on the goal line. So I went with another pick that I don't think a lot of people will agree with, but I went with it because there was a guy named Jerome Bettis. He wore number 36 for the Pittsburgh Steelers back when they were winning Super Bowls, and he was a fat son of a bitch, but he could blow through the line like anyone I've ever seen. They called him the bus. So I put Gibraltar as my Jerome Bettis, my bus, busting through the line. I love Gibraltar so much for this running back role.
Bro,
He will. He'll blow through that line, all right.
Yeah. Don't do this.
The only line he's blown through is the buffet line, bro. Yeah, I'm telling you. Also, let's rewind to your pick of Octane as quarterback. Listen, not that my dad didn't love me, big ups to dad, but my dad didn't teach me how to throw football, and I think that Octane's backstory is one of serious neglect.
Yeah.
So why are we assuming he knows how to throw anything?
Well,
last
we
time
could-
he tried to throw a grenade, he blew his own legs off.
Jump
That's
pad
fair.
on the ground, throw the football on the pad, goes down the field.
So you think he's going to
Mike-
play quarters with the football, and that's your winning strategy?
Yes.
So
I think a guy like Octane, if his dad neglected him, I'm assuming he's playing a lot of quarters, a lot of drinking games of that nature. So I'm thinking he's good at it.
So my question is, wow.
I really worked that one.
Yeah, you did. How is Octane the pick for your hybrid offense? That's what bothers me.
Who
is
would
how,
you have gone with?
How do you not put Wraith there? Like, you just get a free pass for 15 yards every fucking play, guaranteed.
And well, this is the problem with the hybrid offense. This is the problem with the running quarterback. Is obviously defenses start to
Who cares?
figure
You
it
can
out.
run straight through them for free every time.
I would
Very true. But, I mean, Octane's still hella good.
Either way, what I'm really curious about is eventually, like you said, the defense is going to stack the box against you, and you're going to have to throw. Yeah. Who are your wide receivers, and who is this tight end?
So here's my picks here. So I needed a wide receiver, my first wide receiver. I didn't need some – obviously, I took away the blazing speed. So instead I went with a little bit more of like a finesse pick at number 1. I went with the Bangalore because she can be deceptive at times, and she gets a speed boost off the line. So if a DB is pressing up and they try to get the push off, easily going past, quick little toss up in the air, Bangalore's got it. That's a first down. That's why I picked Bangalore, just because of that speed boost off the line. Now, if they start playing back, then I go to my wide receiver 2, and I picked Wraith for that one, Brian, because that is a situation where I feel like if Bangalore's getting, has the off coverage here, then Wraith can portal through, get to the middle, right there, nice little slant, wide open, catch, maybe a few yards, maybe like 8 yards. It won't get you a first down every single time, but I think it'll help out big time. So I have Wraith as my little slot wide receiver. Obviously, and a lot of slot wide receivers are smaller, and Wraith fits that category of just being a smaller wide receiver there. So then I picked that. And then for my tight end, I went with Caustic because I need a guy who can block, especially if I'm running the football a lot, which I hopefully will be with my Octane. I need a big boy. And the only other big boy, because I already had Caustic as my RB, was Caustic. He's chunky. He's thick. Gibraltar, sorry. Yeah. He's chunky, he's thick, he's on the line, he can block, and every once in a while, I don't really picture it, but every once in a while, maybe I can throw in a trick play, get him down the field a little bit. Not down the field, but like in the middle of the field.
Yeah, get him catch a pass.
Get him catch a pass, exactly. Like, you know how, like, on the goal line, in the Super Bowl, remember when the offensive lineman was trying to catch the pass? Yeah, they always do that. Every Super Bowl, there's always one lineman who's like, I could catch a touchdown in the Super Bowl. And that poor guy had it, too. It just got knocked out of his hands. That sucks. But either way, that's who I'm going with for tight end. And then my head coach, I need someone nasty. I need someone like a John Gruden. I need someone just like angry all the time. So I went with Revenant. I need a guy who's going to put the fear of God into this team and make them perform out there on the field. If they're not, you're gone. And that's why Revenant's my head coach. I need a guy who can really turn this ship around, get down the field. There we go. That's my team.
Those are a lot of good picks, honestly.
It's hybrid. I don't think it's the best picks, but it's a hybrid.
I don't know.
I just don't think you win a Super Bowl in the scenario you said.
If I'm saying one drive. If I got one drive.
I think you run out of time on the clock.
I could.
I think that's your issue.
But you know who is the wild card on this drive is actually the Caustic. Yes. Caustic plays a big role in this drive.
Make or break right there.
It's going to do run out there and throw gas around them so no one can be in the way.
Would that not work?
It would definitely work.
Would that not work? There's just gas one entire side of the field. I'm just saying.
Everybody go left.
Or throw the gas in the middle of the field. Have Wraith use her little form to get through it. Nobody else can get near. Throw it down the field.
Bombers. Yeah, I see that.
Bangalore dies. Not meta.
Kyle, go through your team. Let me see what you got here.
All right. So I got Fuse off the rip, dude, because he's just – I think his sense of humor would be so good. Like, they interview him after the game. He's like, yeah. He's like cracking a beer. He's like, yeah, we just beat him. You know?
Fuse is definitely – they always say a good attribute of a quarterback is like a short-term memory, especially if they make mistakes. Fuse will probably retire thinking he never made a mistake.
Exactly.
That's perfect. Exactly.
Yeah, he's definitely Brett
Fuse literally is Brett Favre.
He's like, man,
that's how it translates.
He's the Australian Brett Favre.
Yep.
Exactly. And then for my number one wide receiver, if you don't go with the Octane, I don't know what you're doing, man. Octane definitely is the number one wide receiver. Outruns everybody. Fucking catches crazy-ass catches. For sure, Octane. Now, my wide receiver 2, I got a dope one. I got Pathfinder. Because he's going out far, dude, and he throws a bomb pass. He just fucking grapples it out of the air and catches it.
Oh, I didn't think
runs
about that.
it down, dude. Oh, yeah.
I didn't think about that. You know what? Pathfinder might be a better wide receiver 1. He might be a really good wide receiver 1, like an AJ Green type.
Yeah.
He's not going to outrun you, but he's bigger than you, and he can probably get up and get a ball. Maybe Mike Evans is a better comparison because AJ Green was kind of fast early on.
Yeah, that's true.
If you have Pathfinder on your team, every kickoff is an onside kick, right?
Yeah, pretty
Like
much.
you're just snagging it. Like you let it
He
go
kicks it
past,
in the air and
you
just-
snag it. Yeah, exactly.
They'd have to change the rules. He has to pass.
Yeah.
10 yards.
So I got another one for that, and my tight end is actually going to be Horizon, because using the lift to get high up in the air and catch some passes and then run it out, dude.
Okay.
I mean, I guess you
Yeah.
never get an intentional grounding. The ball's never near the ground.
Exactly.
Yeah, so Kyle's going with less of a blocking tight end. He's going with the receiving tight end.
for sure.
Like a
Like a Jimmy Graham.
exactly.
Like a Jimmy Graham, 100%. And then my running back, I'm going with Bangalore. Even though you guys talked shit and said she was going to get hurt, I think
that speed boost on a cutback would be deceptive.
exactly when she's going to get hit and she just fucking whoop whoop gone, bro. Every single juke move would be just hella quick, just whoop whoop gone, bro.
It'd be fun to watch.
On to my head coach. I'm gonna pick Crypto because Crypto could
What?
spy. Yeah, dude. Crypto, you can use the drone to spy on the enemy team. You can fly it above everybody.
Oh, okay. He's using crypto to have Madden on the background so you can pick
Yeah.
plays. He's just
He's,
looking over. He's like, "All right, we're gonna go engage 8."
Engage 8, third play in.
I'm a little mad that you stole my coach on that, but we have different reasons.
Wait, you picked crypto too?
Hold on, we got to finish Kyle and then we'll
Okay.
get to
No,
mine.
I'm through mine. This is my squad.
Not
that
bad.
will
I
win in the
actually
Super Bowl.
yours is interesting. The tight end thing was interesting.
Okay, so I've got mine. Mine is extremely similar to Troy's with a little bit of Kyle thrown in there.
Let go.
So starting, we all know the quarterback views. The guy's got literally a cannon.
He's got a
for an
cannon
arm.
for an
Got
arm,
an actual cannon
Literally, like you
and
can't-
figuratively,
Yes.
both.
all the way around.
Running back, I've already alluded to. Wraith. I'm sorry. Free 15 yards every play is just a given.
It's a
There's
given.
no better goal line back. You could say Gibraltar, but there's no guarantee he gets that 1 yard.
Oh, it's a
Wraith,
guarantee.
Wraith, you just face. She's going to walk through. You have no issue ever. Direct snap it to her. I don't give a shit. Octane, okay, his spot is wide receiver. No matter what you say, that's kind of a given. Next best, and this is my chance. So Octane's the big play guy. He's the one that's going to go down the field and break a play for 40, 50 yards for the touchdown. When I'm not taking that shot, I'm going to this guy, and this guy is going to get me the chains moved every single time. He might be the most unathletic, second most unathletic, third. Okay, I forgot about Watson. Unathletic.
Watson's not, dude. Have you seen her figure?
Definitely unathletic.
Listen, Troy.
What?
She's
Troy,
like a fucking animal.
You guys are
If you-
so biased.
If people look at you, they say
You're
you're
so
no,
biased.
Troy, if people look at you, they go, "Oh yeah, he's an athlete." Then they see you run,
Yeah.
and they go,
I
"Okay,
wasn't gonna
I'm a
say.
little top heavy, all right? I'm a little top heavy. I've been doing my squats. I've
So-
got more flexibility now, only in one hamstring, though.
It's-
I don't know why.
it's not a well, we'll work on that, but it's not a knock on Wraith. It's just I think that Mirage is a little bit more of an athlete. I trust him to get 10 yards down the field and be able to make a cut. And you know what? Using his ult in clutch moments when he turns invisible, but Fuse still knows where he's going. That's huge.
I agree.
That
And
1-2 steps, that's huge. We're talking a Devontae Adams type deal without the top end speed.
they might adapt.
They might adapt. Cool. Throw double coverage. I got Octane. Or better yet, I can throw it to my tight end, who they pulled the coverage off of, which is going to be Pathfinder. Same reason. He can grapple that ball in, whatever it is. There's never any intentional grounding because he's a robot. He's going to land that grapple, and no one's going to block better than a robot. We said the same thing with Revenant.
It's true.
But
It's
you know
true.
what? I don't want that negativity on my team, so I
Piston
ain't taking
arms.
Revenant. I am not taking Revenant.
You
I
definitely got
understand the grit.
positivity. You got positivity with
And
Pathfinder,
listen,
but also
here's
he's
the-
a total ditz.
I don't need any grit on my team when I'm going to take a page out of the best coach of all time's books in Bill Belichick and say, just cheat, baby.
Yeah.
Tuck rule. What's the other one? Deflate gate, all those things. Yeah, we'll just cheat our way through. Crypto, hack those cams. Crypto, you said a minute 30 left? Nah. Think that is like 5 minutes, and once we score, there's no time left. Oh, my bad. Challenge review? Done. We're in the booth.
Brian has no integrity.
No integrity.
No,
and
no,
also,
listen.
it would totally
This game is
backfire.
all about
Hey,
integrity.
Just win, baby.
You as the team owner, you'd be expecting him to be hacking the cams. That would be why you hired him, but he'd be on the sideline hacking Wraith's OnlyFans.
Yeah.
He can do that too. Yeah, I think I just have a sure lock. I guarantee myself more time, more challenges, more free plays than anyone. I've got the fastest receiver, the easiest one to escape and confuse the defenders, and I've also got the tight end that will grab a ball from literally freak of nature heights and is the best blocker on the team. Like it's a freebie.
You think you got a Sherlock Holmes?
It's a Sherlock homie.
You guys ready to go?
Let's fucking go.
All right, boys. That'll just about wrap it up for the Raise Energy question of the week. Don't forget to head on down to Rep Sports and use code BANNER, BANNER, for 15% off all Raise Energy products. And if you send us a picture of your receipt getting some Raise Energy, we will send you a personalized card full of love, especially with Valentine's Day around the corner. Lots of love will be in that card. We're going to hit the Apex News Minute, and we will see you on the other side. Welcome to the Apex News Minute. I'm Wyatt B. Our top story of the day, Apex Legends will be coming to Switch on March 9th. The game's move to Switch has been in development for some time, and Switch will be the latest console to get the game. In other news, the Apex Legends book, Pathfinder's Quest, was a #1 release on Amazon in the video game section. The book features backstory on many of the in-game legends. And our final story, congratulations to Apex Legends for 2 years of growth. Here's to many, many more years. For the Apex News Minute, I'm Wyatt B. Alrighty, everyone, let's get into the 2-year anniversary of Apex Legends. It's been an incredible 2 years. We've been here since day one, most of us, and it's crazy that it's been 2 years already, man.
It's been a fun ride, man. I really love this game. I have a great time playing this game still, and I'm happy with most of the changes they've made to this thing.
There's been some high highs and some low lows, but we've made it this far. What are some of your favorite moments?
My favorite moments? Season 5 Apex was probably pinnacle of fun. I had the greatest time during Season 5 Apex.
Well, you got to tell me why.
I think Revenant sucked, but I had a great time playing him. And then
that was Season 4.
Was it Season 4?
Yeah.
But I still played him in Season 5. Loba came in, too, in Season 5. But I just thought, like, the map was really good in Season 5, and I thought, like, the meta was just in a really good place. Like, the guns were all in a good place. Mm-hmm. So I just thought it was really, really fun. And then, like, I think that was at the point where, like, I started to get, like, really good at the game. So then it was even more enjoyable to, like, play the game.
What was one of your favorite moments, Brian?
I got to think all the way back to Season 3, even before our first anniversary. Season 3 was the drop of
World's Edge.
World's Edge, where we got crypto. Didn't give a shit about crypto, but I loved being able to sit on top of Capital City. What the for those of you new to Apex, what the equivalent of Trump Tower in Fortnite would have been. Mm-hmm. We sat on top of that, and we were able to bully everyone in our lobbies. We sat back. It was the G7 meta. We sat up there with a Watson, locked that building down. We used to be able to zip line over to the other building and push whatever we wanted to. That map was amazing. It fit our play styles amazing. We got to pick and choose what fights we took. No one could take that from us. And if they did, we were good enough to retake that back. That was one of the most enjoyable times for me.
So I definitely agree with Brian. Season 3, I think, was our biggest push in ranked out of all the seasons that we've played.
Definitely.
And that was probably the funnest time because of how hard we worked. That was the first time I got to Diamond, and at that time there was no Master, so it was Diamond and then Pred. So it felt like an accomplishment to get to Diamond at the time, and so I was able to get into there. And we worked really hard to get there, bro.
Yes.
Like, we all worked a lot. We changed our compositions. We would be on the phone for like hours trying to figure out what we needed to do to like for that next session at night to try and figure out how we were going to push and keep going. And all three of us made plat at least, and then I was able to get into diamond. So it was an awesome season.
It was insane. And also, throwback, the PK was on the ground.
Yes, and that too as well. And then obviously with the new map, just the excitement of getting a new map in a game that I really did not picture a new map ever coming. I don't know why I thought of it that way. I just never thought it was going to come. So the first idea of being like, wait, they're going to put new maps in this game, and like this is the first one. So it was definitely cool. And I got to say Season 7 as well. Season 7 was one of my favorite seasons. A lot of it is podcast reasons because that was kind of when we really started to do well and we were hitting our stride, but also because we got a new map again and we got a good legend off the rip. Well, like Horizon was good.
Yeah, she was the best.
Right then and there. And then they added a lot of new things into the game that weren't broken. Like the Trident was regular.
Really
It's
balanced.
not bad. It's not good. It's just perfectly balanced. And the gun meta was really good. The legend meta at the beginning of season 7 was really good. So season 7, I got to say, was one of my favorite. What was one of your worst times that you've had in Apex?
I think when they took away my shields in season 6, that was
a dark time.
that for those that month.
about that.
Yeah, for that month that was like that. Oh, dude,
That was a dark
playing
time.
games was a dread. It was horrible. You were just getting lasered by the fucking Volt. You had like no shield. Everybody just totally fucking ripped you. Oh, it sucked. It was
Yeah.
terrible.
That was a tough time. What about you, Brian?
Probably the biggest issue is when they first broke World's Edge for me. When they broke it in half, Capital City, and they had so many issues visually with the way the lighting was. You couldn't see certain characters if they were coming from a certain direction. You couldn't hear anything that was going on. I think the bugs and the glitches that happened during that time made it the least enjoyable for me. I don't know what season that was.
Yeah.
But whenever they broke
Season 4.
Season 4.
I think it was season 4.
When
yeah.
the beginning of season 4, I know that we got Revenant, which was awesome, all that stuff. There were some bugs in that game that were in that season that were really bad.
Yeah, I think I'm going along with you on that one. I think for a different reason, though, season 4 was tough because we had so many good times at Capital City in that ranked grind in season 3, the one I was talking about before, and it was like we lived there. That was where we went. That was where we started each game. That's where we tried to end each game if we could, and we stayed there as long as we possibly could to run that place. So to watch it get destroyed, and then it completely changed the complexion of that area. It went from a place that every time I saw it, I would feel happiness. It went to a place where I would just feel like anxious. I didn't really want to go there anymore, and that kind of sucked. The other one that really stands out to me was season 2 with the disruptor rounds. That was the only time in this game's history that I've ever stopped playing for a good. I don't think I played Apex for about 2 months. It was a mixture of many things. The disruptor rounds being the number one thing, and then also other games that come out that I was into at the time. So it was a lot, but that season was one of the worst by far. Disruptor rounds really made the game unenjoyable. It was like you could only use one weapon, and you had to have that one attachment. And if you ran into anybody who had it and you didn't, it was almost like an instant loss, whether they were good or not. It was a tough season. So I would say season 2 was really bad. I'm also having a lot of trouble so far with season 8, but we still have a lot of time left on that one before I can say anything about that. But season 2 was bad, and like Brian said, season 4, but just because we lost our place. We lost our home. We also lost Fuel Depot, our second home, in that exact same season, so that sucked as well.
Yeah, that kind of sucked.
It was
Although
like
we
a
did get
double
a
win.
Harvester out of that.
Yeah, Harvester's not
was still
too
nice.
bad. Yeah.
I'd rather have Fuel Depot, but
Yeah.
Harvester's still nice.
Yeah, I agree with you. So let's move on to the 2-year anniversary event, because there is a lot of cool shit that happened in this 2-year anniversary event. We obviously got a bunch of skins that are at a discounted price, and we also got the ability to get an heirloom. And for a lot of players who've been playing for a long time, you hear a lot of these stories, especially I see comments on our TikTok, on our YouTube, on all of our things like, I'm level 500, I've been playing since day one, and I still didn't have an heirloom. It's still a little pricey, but not nearly as much as when a normal collection event comes out, or by trying to buy packs to get yourself an heirloom. Now it's a lot cheaper. You can get yourself an heirloom, and you can choose whichever heirloom of your choice. It also came with a takeover where every player will land with a Mozambique, one shield cell, one syringe, a red dot sight, and white armor, and all the loot on the ground is blue tier or higher. So we've got a lot going on in this one. What do you guys think? What do you guys think stands out the most?
Dude, I fucking love the fact that you drop with a gun.
Yes.
So many less excuses. You got armor, you have a gun, you have minimal heals, you have ammo. So it's like, yeah, you know, somebody else can drop and get better weapons or better armor than you, but you always have a chance. Any legend you pick has a chance off the rip, and it also gives you the opportunity to like stalk people in the air, which is something that I like in a lot of other BRs, where regardless of where they go or if they're leading you, you already have a weapon. And you can make them pay for running away from you and trying to loot to get an advantage. So I think for every BR, giving people the opportunity to have a gun off the rip is like, it's a big plus. So I was super happy to see that they were testing that out.
Yeah, this is really cool.
I think it's good. I also like it because it gives you more of a chance to win a 1v1 right off the rip. And whereas before, if like you landed, they got a gun, you didn't, you were like, well, fuck, like I'm instantly dead. But now you have a gun to defend yourself, and literally you can kill somebody with white shield with 4 shots of a Mozambique if you hit all 4 shots. Today I landed in bunker, and I ran in, and my rest of the teammates decided to loot outside, and the other team just landed with me, and all 3 people just fucking like fired Mozambique shots at me until I fucking died. Like, it just makes it so like you're not running in and trying to get the first gun humanly possible. If you run in and you make a mistake, the whole team is going to shoot at you with fucking Mozambiques, and you're probably going to die.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're going to start seeing teams land directly on each other a lot more. Like, as far as like your teammates landing on you to begin with, just so you can gang up on that one person from the other squad that drops solo.
Yeah, I mean, why not? That's a perfect strategy because even though the Mozambique does literally no damage at all, if you all do it, then it's an easy kill. You separate a guy from his team, and some people are going to be so used to playing a specific way, they're like, okay, I got to peel off for my teammates because I want to make sure I don't steal any of their loot. No, you don't. That's not the way you do this now, especially if you're ganging up on people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it makes it a lot more different. And I think I was talking about this before the show. We all played a lot of zombies, and it was like you remembered holding the M1911 in your hands. Like, that was just something you remembered. Having this Mozambique, it's a meme gun. It was a meme gun for a long time, and even though it's nasty with those hammer points, I mean, you don't normally get those. So it's like, it's a meme gun, and I think it gives the game a little bit of personality when you drop with that every single time.
Yeah.
And when you look back on the game, you know, however, in the future, you're going to look back on it and be like, that Mozambique, man, that shit was funny. But, man, there was a few times I really got some good kills with it, and it's just a cool gun to have there. I think it fits a lot better than the P2020. The other thing about this is I think a lot of times throughout history, I think one of the biggest issues with the OG version of Kings Canyon, the OG version of World's Edge was it felt like it was so hard to find loot. And even in this version of Kings Canyon, in the Season 8 version of Kings Canyon, I've had a hell of a time. I can usually get one of the two. I either get the gun or I get the armor. When you make it to where the loot pool is now blue and higher, it makes it so much more of a rewarding loot pool. It makes it to where you can have less things, or you can have the same amount of things, but they're worth more value to you. You're getting better weapons. You're getting better, because the Mozambique's already in your hand. You're getting better weapons. You're getting better armor at all times. So, like, that loot pool instantly gets, like, 1,000,000 times better. So if they were to leave it this way, you could theoretically bring back original versions of these maps, because their glaring issue, especially with Kings Canyon, World's Edge has the space for loot. Kings Canyon originally did not. Like, it was like Skulltown had a lot of areas. That was really it. Say we go back to original KC with it like this, it would play perfectly. I really think it would. And World's Edge too. But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited with this. I think it's a really good idea, and Respawn never does anything without some ulterior motive in the background. And I think this is the obvious thing. Like, they're obviously trying to make it to where you land with a gun, but I think the underlying thing that they're testing out is like, yo, can we get away with an original map maybe if the loot pool is much more valuable and much more rewarding? I think that could be a thing, especially with how it's a good test. Yeah, so let's move on to the skins, boys. There's some fucking skins in this thing.
Woo!
Hey, listen.
Woo!
I made a meme. I posted it on the Instagram today about just all the skins being red. But some of these are really, really sick. Now, a lot of these are recolors, especially the gold versions of them. But these skins, bro, they like the Lifeline recolor of Painkiller.
Oh,
that's one of my
dope.
favorite skins of all time, and getting it in a red version is awesome. The Jade Tiger from Octane. I hate the original Jade Tiger skin.
You didn't like the green one?
No, I hate the green one, but this red one is amazing,
This red
bro.
one's hella
It is
dope.
so good.
It's fucking sick.
And it's, I mean, for a Lifeline player, I like seeing 2 Lifeline skins in there. I get a recolor of the original Season 3 Battle Pass skin she
Oh
got
my
too,
God,
with
dude.
the horns. Like, that's
So
sick.
sick.
Dude.
So
all of them, man.
Actually,
they're awesome.
both of the Lifeline skins are hella dope too, because she has like the one where she's got like the dinosaur or like the lizard eyes or whatever.
Yeah, Painkiller.
Yeah, that one's hella dope, and then the other one where she's got the horns is just fucking sick.
Dude, it's awesome. You know who else has a really, really good skin is the recolor of the Owl Bloodhound.
Yes,
that red one.
that red
oh
one's
my
sick.
god,
Cool.
that one's so sick. Okay, but I had something to say, and Troy doesn't agree with me here.
Oh, no.
Gibraltar
Dude,
looks
don't-
like a fucking idiot.
Are you kidding
He
me?
looks like an idiot, bro.
Dude, no way.
Gibraltar, his personality comes from his sick hair. He's got a ponytail.
No. It's dude. He
A
look.
bun.
This looks like dark altered, like cyborg Gibraltar. I consider it his dark Iron Man skin.
He
the
looks
dude
like-
looks like a fucking boss.
He does.
Bro, I hate it.
He
so
looks like
much.
he looks like Optimus Prime. Like
he looks like
evil Optimus
he does.
Prime,
He
bro.
looks like evil Optimus, like the king of the fucking what do they call him? The Megatrons?
the Autobots.
No. What's the dark one?
Oh,
What's the evil one?
Decepticons.
Decepticons.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a clever
It's a
name.
fucking Decepticon.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, one of the best, but not the best skin in the lineup. Everyone knows what the best skin in the lineup is.
What is it?
It's Watson's.
Oh,
No, it's not even close.
Dude,
She does have
Watson
fat cheeks in
looks
those, though.
So freaking hot.
Why?
Yeah.
Just cheeks? Are you just
No,
looking
no,
at
no,
no,
cheeks?
The
it's the
whole thing.
cheeks.
Red looks good on her. Okay, those pants fit her great.
Yes.
But
Cheeks.
it's just the red brings out the like
boring.
that. No,
Okay.
that bright red, that like it's like a Ferrari red. It brings out sort of the dangerous nature that's lurking deep within her.
Yes.
Like you know it's there.
Why are you
and
making
that
this a
skin,
thing?
I'm not making it a thing. It is a thing.
We all have our own narratives that we all like to cling to. I like to cling to the fact that Gibraltar's fat as shit.
and
We-
that Loba would go on a date with me.
and he likes to cling on the fact that Loba goes on a date with him.
That's not true.
Brian believes Loba's fake. Your
is.
narrative just is the worst one of all time. She is not a freak. She's
Dude.
the furthest from a freak.
Dude, French-Japanese crossover freak for days. Okay,
No.
I'm telling
No.
you, yes.
What is wrong with
Absolutely,
you?
Hold on.
dude.
That-
She knows. She
Pause.
knows she knows a tentacle forward and backwards. I'm just saying.
Yeesh.
I'm just
I hate
saying.
you so
all,
much.
all I'm going to say is that does explain crypto quite a bit, and I might be slowly jumping on board with Troy.
Oh,
Dude,
Oh,
it's
don't
so
do this, dude.
obvious.
I'm gonna
Don't
beat
do
you-
this,
And I'm
dude.
just saying the red skin, everything about that skin brings out the risque element of her nature that is it's dormant in the actual narrative of the game, but you know it's there.
I'm gonna beat you both with a fucking baguette. You guys are terrible.
Well, I gotta say the skins that they chose to recolor for the legendaries, all of them are bangers
fucking
though.
sick.
They're
They're
all really
bangers.
cool. The one that really stands out to me was from the Crypto Town takeover, where that one on Kings Canyon, and he has the mustache and the
Yeah.
very
Oh, yeah.
sick hair.
And
They
he's got the
redid
dome
that
one.
one in red, and I got that one. I'm going for another heirloom, bro.
The Aztec Revenant one
The
is
Aztec
fucking
Revenant.
sick and red.
Dude, all of those ones are really good. The one who kind of got shafted was Wraith. I think that cat skin sucks.
I actually kind of like it, but I don't like her other skin. Her
Yeah, 100%.
fucking purple one sucks.
They 100% did that cat skin in general for a very select portion of this community.
Bring the.
And it's,
Hold on, Kyle. Show me. Do you have the list right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
show
looking
it
at
to
it.
me.
I mean, the two skins that I think are dope that are for one character is Bangalore, actually.
Bangalore's is cool. Yeah, it
Bangalore's-
looks like the old Outland
Oh
skin.
Yeah,
my
the
God.
two-
Look at Gibraltar's gold head.
Dude,
look
he's
at his
dope.
gold head.
So
bro.
stupid.
listen,
Dude, he looks so badass.
Gibraltar looks like the guy I would hire to dress up as fucking a transformer to a 6-year-old's birthday.
Yes.
That's what he looks like.
That's a big,
Which
like
is-
an NFL linebacker that
No.
does kids parties on the side.
No. It looks like literally the clown that I would be like, can you do this for a change? You're like, yeah, I can do that. I have no idea how to fucking
Are
do
you really telling me that woman doesn't know her way around a tentacle?
Yeah, yes, that's exactly what. Who knows their way around a tentacle? We are human beings.
Yikes. One thing,
it. Just has a house full
So-
of octopus.
I'm just saying, dude.
octopi, Brian.
Octopi,
Hi,
Brian.
you bum.
Gosh,
I just
jeez.
got attacked. For not knowing about tentacles, I just got attacked.
It's kind of crazy that Kyle was the first one to go at Brian for a grammar mistake.
I
Yeah,
know.
wow, tables have turned.
The guy who
Oh,
spells
wow.
hour still with A-R-E.
Sorry. You know what Gibraltar kind of looks like now? He kind of looks like fat Dr. Doom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why he looks dumb to me. And honestly, the worst thing about the Gibraltar skin is if he is like in game, that's probably the worst skin to put on. Like you're gonna stick out like a sore thumb.
Far away.
I mean, all of these are kind of bad to have.
Watson's isn't as bad, and there's a reason for it, but
Yeah,
it's because her electric fences are pink to the opposing team, reddish pink.
Oh yeah.
So she cannot talk, son of a bitch.
You're thinking about
you were thinking about Octopi. You think about Kyle coming at you.
Listen,
right now.
it threw me off. But from a range, if you only have a 1 to 2 times scope, which most people play with that sight, it's really hard to see if there's a Watson sitting inside of her fences from a distance. There's one other skin that does that.
I think we have to take some time and appreciate the fact that Bangalore has gotten 2 pretty badass skins in a row, and now it seems like the one who's getting shafted the most is Loba. Loba's been getting fucked since she came out, and not in a good way.
Fucked for a long time, and it ain't by Kyle.
Unfortunately,
Loba has had some awful skins, and the one skin they chose not to put the god awful eye makeup on her was the one where she had gray hair and looked like a grandmother.
Exactly.
So she's just getting shafted left and right.
Well,
she
this
really
not
is.
only this fucking skin makes her look like fucking Ronald McDonald.
Dude,
Let me
it's
see
so
this.
unfortunate.
I haven't seen this.
It's
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 so
just
bad.
a base skin.
Her hair looks terrible because it's fucking makes.
Bro,
her
she looks like the fucking Hamburglar.
Exactly. She's
She
got
looks
a
like the
base skin.
Hamburglar had red painted on his white stripes.
exactly, bro.
I gotta say, the funniest thing about Respawn is when they're like, "Oh, we got to make like a purple skin that looks somewhat cool." They're like, "How should we make it?" They're like, "Let's just make it a regular skin, but have things go up and down the person like this." And they're like, "Oh shit, yeah, that solves all of our problems." Like that's basically what they did for that one. Even though Lifeline's Painkiller was a purple skin, and I consider that to be one of her best. So they could have put some ingenuity into Loba. She's lacking right now.
By purple, you mean epic, right? Not actually a purple skin.
No, just like epic. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
I forget the word.
I just wanted to make sure.
I
that
play
like,
so many games where like it's like epic is a good thing or epic is not as good, so I just don't even pay attention. anymore.
What is it? It's common, rare, epic,
Common,
legendary, heirloom.
yeah. There you go. But yeah, those skins are pretty sick.
The one I wanted to throw out really quick was the fucking Mirage one.
Oh, the Mirages is cool too.
The Mirage one makes him look like halfway Iron Man. I don't have a picture of it.
You bitch.
It makes him look like halfway Iron Man. And he's pretty fucking dope, dude. He's got like one eye that's like a robot, and then like it's like breaks off.
Listen, I've been playing a lot of Mirage lately, and I do need a Mirage skin for
I'm
it.
gonna say
fucking
his
dope.
is worth it, and I think it's a purple. Or no, it's a gold.
No, it's a gold
It's
one.
a gold. But it's cheaper than a normal gold would be in those events. I think it's only like, what is it, like 1,200
I think
crafting
it's
materials
1,200,
or something.
That's
So
fine. I
you
got
could
it.
easily get that.
I got some saved up.
Now, Kyle got his first heirloom, so that's in
Yes,
congratulations.
sir.
Let's go, baby.
Kyle.
Kyle got his first heirloom.
Bought the collection, got the Octane heirloom, boys. Got the butterfly knife,
Let's
dude.
go,
I was fucking around with it
baby.
today.
So, for those of
spinning
you new to the show or just recently started listening, Kyle has gotten the worst luck with heirlooms in Apex Legends. Was probably the only one who didn't have one. Had just so many packs open. He was close to level 500. I think he was level 430. Still hadn't gotten an heirloom. Then now he's finally got his heirloom. It's a good feeling. I feel good for
Shit,
Kyle.
I think you had 2 heirlooms, didn't you?
Yeah,
I have
And-
two. I'm
and
about
Kyle
to have
had none.
three.
yeah.
You had 2, I had 1, Kyle had none.
Yeah.
I had none. Why
Tori's
about
just
that
knew it.
fucking 3?
I'm about to go for 3 right now. I think I'm getting Gibraltar's, dude. I go back to that episode we did the heirloom rankings on. I might have to readjust my list because after watching some streamers play with the Gibraltar Club, I've really come to like that thing. It looks sick.
Some of the examinations are hella cool.
Yeah, and the way he runs with it, like with his arm up in the air like this, it just looks really, really cool. I don't know. I feel like it would make him feel less fat, too, when I'm playing him. Because I've been playing a lot of Gibraltar recently.
That's, I think, one of the reasons why I love this legendary skin for Gibraltar so much is it doesn't make him look fat. It makes him seem as though he is like 4 people wide, but underneath that armor
It's
is
just
all
muscle.
muscle.
Yeah.
Like
He's
he
just
looks
jacked.
He looks hard, dude.
Yeah.
I want you all to know that I'm buying this whole event. It's
I'm
happening.
I already bought it, bro.
I'm
He's
not
already
getting-
bought it. I got 4 left to get.
I'm not getting my heirloom yet. I'm waiting. I really, really, really want that Watson to get a sword because that is fucking sick.
But just to have it in the back pocket.
But yeah, I want that in the back pocket.
Keep it in the back pocket.
If she gets that, I'm getting it because that little electric fencing sword looks badass as hell. And I hope that's real, although I don't think it is. But I will keep it in the back pocket till I find out.
The thing you're doing right now with this event, even if you hate all the heirlooms out there and you don't even play a character, you're getting an heirloom literally like almost half off. You do got to spend a little bit of money to finish the event, but you get to hold on to that. And when a new heirloom comes out, like this Bangalore Kukri that we've seen in the files, it looks so sick. And I really do think that they're going to make her better, and it's going to be an awesome heirloom to have.
So I learned something recently, and that's getting an heirloom through an event resets your heirloom counter.
Yeah, I know.
So that being said, you need to, if you're close to getting your heirloom, if you're that level 500 person, keep this in your back pocket, grind it out, get that last heirloom, because you know you're close. If you're level 500 and you don't have one, you're any pack now, you're going to get it.
Yeah.
And you just have to bite the bullet, wait it out, get it, and then spend these shards on the other one that you want. Because you don't want to reset that counter. You want to reset that counter immediately after you get your first heirloom or second, whatever it is. Immediately after you get your heirloom, then you use your heirloom shards from this event because you don't want to reset that fucking counter. That sucks.
I had to redo my account, so when I moved to PC, I lost all my shit anyways. So I was like, man, I'm only level 100. I'm just gonna I'm buying an heirloom. I'll go
honestly,
that's what I'm gonna do as well.
Bite the bullet,
I'm not even level 100. I'm just gonna fuck it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
just do it, bro.
And hopefully, I mean, I'm glad you're not getting the Pathfinder one because it fucking sucks. All right.
No, that's going to be one of them. That's definitely...
Don't.
Listen, I might not get it on this account because I already have it on another account. But I'm definitely going to get it twice.
Don't. That sounds dumb.
It does.
No, the Pathfinder heirloom is one of the best
not
ones. I don't give a shit.
It's not worth.
Dude, it's so worth it. Listen, I want to run around in my fucking trench coat with my boxing gloves.
That'd be fucking dope.
Okay, that skin though, it does look sick, but only from like an aesthetic perspective. Like it looks sick.
But the animations on it are top tier as well.
Animations are good.
And the issue was the aesthetics on it. You said now the aesthetics look good. And the animations are good.
No. My problem with it is I wish he runs with it weird. I wish you could see like a little.
He's
bit
running
more
with it like a boxer. Like he's trying.
Like
he's getting ready to box.
I know, but it looks dumb.
No,
it
looks
cool.
Dumb. It's like a fucking.
And that's why I move and animate at the same time.
That's true. That's true.
All right, let's hit a quick ad, and we will move on to the gambling segment of the show. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are, getting ready to finish off Season 7 gambling. We have a brand new champion, and I gotta say, it feels good to be at the top, baby. I finally get my championship. Let's fucking go. The boys put a lot of bets on themselves last time that we bet, and they were trying to go for the big one, and I came out on top because of it. So... You know, they lost some big bets on themselves, and I just casually bet all 4 of my bets on Brian, and he bailed me out. So there we go, baby. Let's go. I won off the back of Brian.
I actually lost half those bets.
Oh, they just
lost.
You could have not said that.
They just lost so heavily on their sides that it didn't matter.
You just could have. You could have let me think.
You won this based on the fact that you refused to put large amounts of bones out.
I did put a bunch though. I put a good amount. You could have just let me like you more by saying, yeah, I won you some bets. And instead you were like, no, I actually lost them all. That's what you just did. That's what you just decided to do. Either way, I came out on top with 849. Nobody has surpassed Brian's record from 2 seasons ago where
1,700 or
something. He had some insane number. But 849 for me at the top. Kyle got second place with 498. Troy had 59 and Brian had 51.
Oh.
So he off by 8 points. That was
close,
extremely
so
close.
far, Brian.
Extremely close. But congratulations to me. I'm happy to be at the top. I thought I'd never get here, man. It's been a long, crazy ride. We saw Troy get back-to-back championships. We saw Brian get a good one. Now here I am at the top, and Kyle's searching for a championship right now.
I'm out here trying to get a ring, dog. I'm out here trying to get a ring.
I want you to get a ring. I want everybody at this table to get a ring.
Trying to get that nice.
You're just gonna have
ring.
to bet a little bit better because I don't know what's going on up there.
Doing my best.
Nobody does.
Actually, this would be the season for Kyle to win because now he has less pressure of all that hair on his head.
Yeah,
he can actually.
Kyle shaved his fucking head.
Yeah,
I'm
He's
bald
a
now.
new man. He's a new man
That's
from
right.
this. Actually, it looks really fucking.
He has
good.
a much
Thanks,
better
bro.
bald head than
I
I
do.
expected.
It actually, yeah,
His bald head is just so
Listen,
round. And
it's
it's
it
awesome.
actually looks good. I prefer this.
I
It's
prefer it.
I actually kind of.
I
prefer
said
it.
that
I
too.
prefer it. He does have to keep the beard to really pull it well.
'Cause
Otherwise,
if he
he's just gonna have a
doesn't,
I look
very
like a
gonna
baby.
look-
he's gonna have a
look
very
weird.
round head.
But on top of a new champion, we also have a brand new wrinkle to bring into the gambling segment. So now Brian is going to be sent out on a mission. We are setting up special little missions for him to do. For instance, the very first one we're going to do, how many balloons can he ride throughout Kings Canyon by himself? He just has to jump on each balloon. Every time he rides on one balloon, that one's out. It's decommissioned. He has to go to the next one. How many can he hit before he either A, dies, or B, runs out of real estate and runs out of balloons to hit? So that's going to be our first one, but we want you guys in the Discord, on Twitter, on Instagram to come up with your own challenges, whether it be how long can he stay in a trident throughout an entire game on Olympus, all these different challenges, all the fun challenges in the game. We want you to come up with a list or just come up with one special one, and we might do it on the show. We might not. We got to get all these submissions and see which ones are the best one. Brian, you excited for this?
Oh, dude, I am fucking pumped. Listen, this first one, hitting balloons. If there's one thing I know how to do well, it's fucking run away.
Okay.
From a fight.
You're not
So
you're not
I'm-
afraid that you're going to get hit off this balloon.
No, because I'm gonna play fucking Wraith.
Okay. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking water treatment. You can either go left or right. You could go towards crypto, or you could go towards the little town outside of water treatment. There's a balloon right there. You could also kind of go straight down the middle, I guess. I don't know.
I think that's just a very good. So water treatment, because it has so many places to go off of. I know it's near the edge of the map, but because I can rotate to that southern part of the map so easy, I think more so I want to drop probably
swamps.
swamps. Yes, swamps. Thank you. I want to drop swamps, and I'm going to take that balloon. And my first goal is to hit the teleporter
Okay.
and to launch out of that fucking portal and use that as a secondary balloon so I can gauge where I want to go after that.
Okay.
So I
All
got
right.
one there, and then I can figure out where I want to go because I feel like that's a better point than whatchamacallit is.
Yeah.
All right. So, last little wrinkle of this. This is going to be streamed, and we are all going to be watching it at the same time, seeing how Brian does in this challenge. That's the most important part. We want you guys betting along with us, using your channel points, betting it, seeing if he can hit over or under on this. We're going to be having this streamed event. We'll make sure you guys know about it before we do it. But that's the other wrinkle and the part of this that's going to be so fun to interact with the community as well.
And I can't use the same zip line twice.
No, you
And
cannot use the same
so-
balloon more than one time.
So here's my thing. As the circle closes, if I'm alive at the end of the game, we're down to the final, 2 rings, and I still have 2 balloons in it, or, I'm down to, 2 balloons. Am I allowed to fly back and forth between them, or do I have to literally fly
Once
outside the
it's
zone?
one- Yeah, once you've hit it, it's done. So
Even
if
I'm down to 1 balloon at the end, and I hit that 1 balloon, I'm done.
Yeah, so say for instance, right, you're at 29 out of 30 and you have to hit a balloon in the storm when it's chonking you, you got to do it if you're trying to hit it.
Fuck. Okay, I'm definitely playing.
And it
Wraith.
only counts as a hit if he goes all the way
All
up
the
the
way
zip
and
line.
he flies
I have
off.
to get off the balloon.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't have to land. Just get off the balloon.
Yep.
Okay,
Or
so
do I
what
have
do
to
we
land?
think
No.
here?
You,
You don't
just
have
got to
to
get
land.
off the
Just
balloon.
off the balloon.
Just off the balloon.
Okay.
Off the balloon.
Wraith is definitely the best pick for this.
Off the
Okay, so
balloon.
here's what we got to think here. So we got 5 games.
So what do we think his average game is going to be?
That's what I'm saying. If we
Yeah.
did 36 is way too easy. He's hitting 6 every game easily.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
6? I
I'm
think he
saying-
hits that easy.
I think he hits 5.
I was thinking 5 too.
So I think we should do it a little bit lower than that because that would be
They're saying
a little bit lower than that.
Not if Wyatt's saying 6.
I think we
Why?
should go a little bit lower.
Do
than
5, and that way it's 25. It's
Think
easy.
about how many balloons you can
25.
hit in one circle. Think about that. Because
that. He's got to be moving though, and he's gonna have people trying to kill him.
I might.
we're assuming that people are going to be trying to kill
I got
him.
another pick that might be really good for this, and that's Octane, just for the pace outside that circle.
All
And
he
that
needs
health
is
regen.
all he needs is one bad game to throw him off pace, and then instead, let's say he drops right and he hits one balloon and then gets murked. then in order to stay on pace, he'd have to hit 9 in the next game, or
Yeah,
hit 6.
Hit like 7 3
Six,
times.
yeah, exactly. So you have to think about, he could have an outlier in a positive direction, but one outlier in the negative direction, it puts the
Puts you
pressure
so
on in
far
a
behind.
big way. So I think 25 is really reasonable.
Okay. So do we want to
25
say
and 5?
25?
Yep.
You guys wanna do
25 and
25 in 5 games.
a lot
I
of fucking
am
balloons, boys.
betting the over
That's
easily.
a lot of
Betting
balloons.
the over. I'm betting the over too.
I'm betting the under.
I think Troy might
You got
be
the under?
I'm
I
betting the
think Troy,
fucking under.
Dude, I think Troy might be the
That's a
smartest
lot
one.
of balloons, dude.
I'm not worried about being shot or anything like that. That's a fuck ton of time
I really-
it takes.
I don't think it
dude,
takes that much time.
My biggest worry is the circle.
So we have to bet our actual bones on this. How many bones are you putting
I'm
down?
betting 10 bones.
Betting dick.
Pretty much. He's like, Kyle's like, I don't trust this one bit.
I don't trust this, but I enjoy this way too much. I'm betting 10 bones on the over for Brian's bones.
I'm betting 25 on the over.
okay.
So I'm going, and you're going under. How many
I'm going
bones?
under. I'm betting Kyle's $20.
Okay. All right. There we go. Let's get
You're betting
on.
Kyle's 20.
I'm kidding. All
Tragic.
right. I think I'll do.
How confident are you?
20.
20? Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I'll do
actually-
20.
Decent bet.
That's not a bad bet. Let's move on to the other part of the show. Me, Kyle, and Troy getting ready for our 12 games of the week. We had a nice little week off. It felt good to get back into the reset mode, get ready to play these games again. Let's look at the lines really quick. For me, my total kill line is 23 with halves at 12 and quarters at 6 with the average damage at 500 and the max damage at 1450. For Troy, his total kill line is 9 kills with 5 at half and 3 at quarters with an average damage of 300 and a max damage of 900. And then for Kyle, the total kill line is 24 with halves at 12 and quarters at 6, average damage of 550 and a max of 1850. Kyle, I got a question for you.
Shoot.
How confident are you in this max this week? How are you feeling?
This max?
Yeah.
I don't know. I had a 2K game today, actually, with my new heirloom. So
Well, I only asked because you burned me.
I did burn you.
You burned me bad.
I burned you.
And last week I couldn't even look at you in the face because you lost me everything.
I'm sorry. I'm a flip of a coin, man. Either I'm gonna hit it and for sure destroy it, or I'm gonna absolutely whiff it and muff the whole thing.
That
That
did
does not
make
bode
me feel
confidence.
any better at all.
Not bring confidence
Okay,
to the
Troy, I'm
stable.
turning over to you. Troy,
Yes.
how confident are you in your fourth quarter?
That's
How
my
do you
best-
feel about
that's my
fourth
bet.
quarter?
But the thing is, in the context of me and Kyle's tournament, likely it'll be about the middle of the tournament that I'm done with my games. Does that make sense?
Oh. Kyle, how do you feel about average damage 550
Dude,
for you?
I'm gonna demo it. I don't even care. I have a bet on myself for the average damage 550.
Okay. If you have that, then that'll be my gift to
I'm
the
gonna
Allfather.
fucking demo it.
I'm going to go with 25 on your average damage at 550. Let me go through the rest of my card. I just needed to ask some questions to round out my card real quick. I'm going to start off with my gift to the Allfather bet. That is I'm going to go 25 bones on Kyle's average damage over at 550. I think he can crush it, especially if he says he's betting it as well. I feel a lot more confident in that. I'm betting on myself my average damage over at 500. I'm putting 25 bones on that. I'm going fourth quarter kills over for Troy at 3. I think that's a decent one right there. I'm putting 10 bones on that. And then I said before, I'm betting 25 bones on Brian to hit over 25 balloons in his 5 game for the Brian Challenge of the Week.
That's a good one.
That is a really good one.
All right, Kyle, you're next.
All right. So one of my bets is going to be on Brian to hit those 10 balloons this week over, because for 10 bones, because my boy's going to hit those balloons.
There's no way he doesn't hit
There's
25.
no way he's going to hit 25. I got 20 bones on Troy's
Don't
average
look at me.
damage.
Hold on. Brian just looked at me weird, and it's making me feel funny. Because
He's going to muff it.
he just winked at
He's
me.
going to muff it.
Brian, please don't muff this,
Don't
Brian.
muff it, bro.
Listen, I told you the only thing I'm worried about in that bet is the time it takes to move from balloon.
Are you going to
balloon.
put any preparation in this at all?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's a no.
No.
The way you looked at
Not
me.
a
The
chance.
way
I
Not
am-
a
listen,
chance.
I
I've
am
been playing
fucked.
this game for 2 years. If I don't know the balloons by now, we got bigger issues.
I am fucked. Okay.
We're all
I
fucked.
hate myself. Sorry, Kyle. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah,
Go
you're
ahead.
all good. You're all good. We just figured out we're all fucked.
We're all
except for
fucked.
Troy.
Except for
I'm
Troy.
not
Yeah,
fucked.
Troy's the
not
only one.
fucked.
Troy's the only one in the not sinking boat. Well, Okay, so I got 20 bones on Troy's average damage because he's going to be playing with me this week, and
Hell
I think
yeah.
that we complement each other well because I totally annihilate people, and then he comes in and finishes it up, which is always good.
I've gotten a lot better since we played, Kyle.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that, honestly. And then I'm going to put 40 bones on myself because, if you can't bet on yourself, who are you going to bet
I
on?
hate you.
I fucking love it.
Sometimes-
I love it. I love it.
Sometimes you just got to say that. You got to feel good about it, too.
Listen, if you
I
don't
feel
say it, you
terrible.
don't believe it.
I'm putting 40 bones on my average damage over, and that's going to be my gift to the Allfather because I'm hanging on myself.
Troy, how you feeling?
I'm feeling very. I think this is going to be a strong start. I always, it makes me a little sad to see 100, to only have 100 to play with. I'm used to playing with a lot more than that, but I like the way that these bets turned out. The Brian bet, I think it's a good bet to bet under. I do think it's going to be close. I would say it's probably going to be like, if I really had to bet like an exact number, I'd say it's going to be 22 plus or minus 1. So I'm thinking he's going to be 21 to 23 is where he's going to end up. It's going to be a real nail biter, but I feel confident about that bet. My other 2 bets are on myself, okay? Because if you can't think about Watson in a hentai way, why are you playing Apex?
Yeah.
Right.
I like that one better.
So I obviously have that 20 bone bet on Brian's special challenge. And then my gift to the Allfather is once again on my max. I have an over on my max for 40, and I also have an over on my average damage for 10.
Okay.
So
I'm trying to redeem myself. I lost the championship last time because I didn't come through in time for myself, and I really want to get that back.
Well, it's because you didn't believe in yourself. You didn't say the phrase. You bet on yourself and didn't say it.
Brian, I've won plenty of times without saying it.
another thing I want to say is that
You know that's
I'm
true.
probably going to play my games by myself, but I'll play Troy's games with him, and he'll be my duo's partner.
Okay. Brian, let's get to your card.
Well, let's see. I first, very similar to you, I want to talk to these 2 other gentlemen here.
Talk to him. See what you see. This is a good way to
Kyle.
get our bets going.
Yes,
Kyle,
sir.
how do you feel about your kill line at 26?
24?
24, sorry.
Yeah, you're good. 24, man. I mean, I probably hit it. I mean, I've been hit.
That doesn't make me feel
I've
good.
hit 25 to 27, I think, the last 2 or 3 weeks. So
No,
Kyle, how many
24
times have
is
you-
your dead average. You had a 22 and a 26 the past 2 weeks.
Kyle, how many times have you been in a professional interview setting where you have to sell yourself to the person trying to hire you?
listen, I've only done it a handful of
I
times.
can tell.
When you go, I could probably hit it.
Maybe.
That doesn't make me
I'll
feel
either
good.
really do
Hey,
it
listen,
or I'll just suck.
Yeah.
And I'll
Listen,
lose
I'll
you.
probably
you guys
bring
are
the
my
company
friends, so
car
I can
back.
be honest with you.
I'm moving on. Troy,
Yes.
how do
failed
you
that interview.
feel about your average?
Oh, I'll probably. I guess.
Moving back to
it's
Wyatt.
Probably.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
My average, dude.
Yeah.
My average is really low.
300.
I think that having a little damage ticker on my HUD is also going to be a big plus.
I think I'm looking at that, and I'm also thinking Kyle is your teammate. How often are you planning to use that charge rifle?
when I get it, I'm never going to not pick it up.
Well, that'll be
If it's
extra
available to
helpful,
him.
honestly.
But you have to
just pretty
find
rare,
it.
man.
Yeah.
Like even
It's-
using Loba, you don't get it.
Are you
going
going to be using Loba?
Yeah, I'll use Loba if I can. The thing is, the better I get at the game, the less dependent I am on Bloodhound. That's how it's been going. So I'm now starting to really use my headset more to figure out where people are, and that's been going well. So I'm more confident in playing Loba. So I think I will play her. So
Do you
I'm
feel-
buying in.
Do you feel more confident in your average at 300 or your max at 900?
My max.
Max. All he has to
Your
do
max?
is one game on that.
Hey,
and
listen,
if he
he's
gets
gotta
one
hit
game with the
one
charge
1K.
rifle,
For sure, my max.
Troy, gift to the All-Father bet on Troy for 70 bones.
Oh,
70.
damn it.
No
Let's go.
way.
That's
Brian.
huge.
Now I want to lose.
Easy.
So-
The charge rifle
that-
Spitfire combo is really good.
Yeah, easy
And that's what
clap.
I'm banking on. Your favorite LMG got a lot better, and you found a go-to gun that you claim you can use up close, which a lot of people can't use that charge rifle up close. So
Yeah, I can.
I'm banking on that. I'm hoping you get your
Both
guns
done
and your
shit.
loot and everything early through Loba. So I'm hoping, please don't fuck me on this. Because if you fuck me on this, I'm pretty much fucked for the season this early.
Dude, I'm not going to fuck you on this, and I wish that I was, but
Kyle-
you really put me in a spot.
Wyatt, how do you feel about your kill line?
I don't like it. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like it. I'm having
What are
trouble.
you at, 23?
I hit level 500, and the second I have, it's been hard. But I will be playing with the teammate. I'm gonna find somebody to play with, whether it's Travie, Patty, whether it's Schmozzy. I'm playing with somebody for these games. If you want, yeah, we can play
Listen,
together
I mean,
too.
if you want, we can.
So I just need to I've been getting a lot of downs that aren't getting finished, and it's been really frustrating.
You
So
haven't played with me in a while. Like consistently, you haven't played with me in quite
It's
a
been
while.
a while, yeah.
I follow up a lot better now than I used to.
Yeah, I mean, so if I have a teammate, I feel much more confident.
Let's
the
see.
last 2 weeks I've played solo, and I've gotten close, but not quite there. I've been doing much better on the damage side of things,
Okay.
rather than the kill side of things.
If anything, mine's been going the other way. I
Yeah.
picked up a lot of play with the shotguns and things like that, and I'm much better at getting in and getting out.
Okay,
So I think
I would
that
bet under. If I'm going to be real with you, I'd bet under on that.
yeah, with the damage tracker and things like
No,
that.
you fucking don't, Brian.
Listen,
I'm gonna
Troy
choke-
wants you to doubt.
I'm
want
going
you
to
to-
choke so hard.
Troy wants you to
No.
I'm
doubt.
going to choke
he
so
wants you
hard,
to-
Brian.
Here, we'll do this. We'll do this instead of 70. We'll go to 50.
No, change it to an under.
No,
Do it.
over. Because this is a win-win for me. Do you know why?
No.
Because
Yeah.
either you're going to choke on it and fuck up the duos tournament, and me and Wyatt are going to be fine to run away with it, or you're going to do it well, and I dominate this session of the podcast with the gambling.
Or-
So it's a win-win for me, right?
Actually,
can't
this
believe-
is a win-win for us because if Brian loses this one, then for sure I'm no longer the worst teammate. I'm out, boys. I'm out.
So you want him to do well, and then I just dominate this session, so that's fine. Okay, so you're not making me feel good about our.
The way I've been trending, it's just
in a different direction.
Now-
I get you.
yeah.
Um,
But my average
That's-
damage, I feel really good about.
I'm looking at that average. I think what I'm going to do is Wyatt. Since I took 20 bones off that Troy bet, I'm going to put that 20 extra onto you, and I'm going to put 21 bones on
Okay.
you.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
21 over Wyatt's average damage.
Okay.
Who's asking you all those questions for a one-bone bet?
Well, I might have switched him and Kyle on this because the more I look at Kyle's, the more I get worried about it. I had I did have it set at that, but that's not happening anymore.
Are you playing the duos tournament, Brian?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
gonna fucking take him as my teammate, and
Oh,
I'm gonna beat your ass
Jesus.
for leaving me,
Dude.
because you left me.
Oh,
I've
yeesh.
got.
You left me.
It's true.
All right, prop bet.
You left me.
Prop bet.
What is it?
Why don't you wager all of your winnings from the duos tournament on which one of us gets the better score as a team? So
like
if
Brian's
if
team?
me and Kyle win against you guys, if me and Kyle get a higher score than you guys, then we split your winnings as well. And
So-
if you guys
So
win,
the
then
winner
you-
gets the other team's winnings.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll
Deal?
do
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Deal?
we'll
All
do
right,
that.
let's
I'll
take
do
it
that.
on.
We'll do it.
Take it on.
Kyle's offered Wyatt a left-handed handshake.
Yeah.
That was difficult.
That was weird.
I was like,
Let's fuck them up.
Okay,
Kyle.
so
We're
in
gonna
that
fuck 'em
case,
up, bro.
Wyatt, I'm just going to pour in all in on us. And how do you feel about that max at 1450? I think you hit it.
I think I can.
I
hit
think
it.
you hit it.
I think I can hit it.
So I will go
You
in
hidden
and
shit.
throw in the rest of my bones, the 29 bones, on Wyatt's max.
That's
you
a
couldn't
whiff.
hit water if
That's
you
a
fell
fat,
out of a boat.
That
Let's
is
go,
a fat
baby.
whiff.
Let's go.
Are you
baby.
doing your games with Brian though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
games?
a fat whiff.
They may not be my tournament games. It just depends on how many times we get to play this week. But
Okay, so
What are you talking
you are
about?
doing your games with me?
yeah,
If we get the chance to do our games before the tournament, then we'll do them before the tournament.
if
But
not, then I'll just play with.
You are not hitting that max.
Okay.
I'll hit it.
Not.
We're gonna have to do
At
this
all.
either tomorrow or Thursday, though.
That's all
more
good.
than likely.
We'll figure it out. All right.
Along with
so
the tournament.
everybody got their cards out there.
I'm fucking ready to rock. I'm
Ready
so
to
excited
rock.
about this.
Can't believe
week.
you ditched me as a teammate,
Dude.
I
now,
really
I,
can't.
now I get to fight against you.
Not only did he
Here's-
ditch you as a teammate, he ditched you as a teammate for this bald fucker.
I know.
Here's the
right?
thing.
Oh my god.
Here's the thing. Me and Kyle,
Kyle
are gonna
2.0
whoop
here.
your guys' ass.
I don't believe
And
it.
then you're gonna grovel back to me as a teammate.
I will never do that. Okay, I will never do that.
I bet you and Brian hit sub 100.
Sub 100.
Yeah.
Okay, that's insulting. You know why
No
it's worth more
fucking
than that.
way, dude. White on
He's
his
really
own
saying
fights,
that.
No.
He's really saying that.
That- you know,
can't-
Wyatt on his own is
Yikes.
worth more than that.
No, sub 100.
Listen,
I might do a duos tournament by myself. Just
Listen, when we said
Random.
that there was spite in those previous bets a couple weeks
See?
ago, this is the
This
spite.
is
It's
Definitely
not
the
this
same
spite.
This is
Spite.
spite.
It's
This
not
is the same
spite.
spite. Listen,
Definite
even your
spite.
new teammate is saying this is
He's
spite.
still
It's
saying
not
spite.
spite.
It's a
As
spite.
soon, as soon as I leave you as a teammate
Oh,
too,
my
you're going to be
Lord.
like,
Spite's
oh,
coming.
Spite's
Kyle,
coming.
you're not
coming.
going to leave me as a teammate because we're going to be the best team.
Oh my god! He's
Listen,
gonna knife me in the
he's
back,
all on
bro.
board for
Knife
you
me in the
until one
back.
little thing happens, and then it's just spite. Halfway through spite. Troy, you fucked my game.
Listen,
Yep.
I am a freelance duos tournament agent. All right, my contract
hear
only
that?
ensures renewal if we break 130 points.
Listen, did you hear that? He's a
All right,
freelance duos tournament agent.
you
That
better,
means he's
you
not
better carry some weight, bro.
I'm going to carry
Kyle,
plenty of
that
weight.
means he's not committed. He's
I'm
not committing
thick.
to you. He doesn't think you're good enough to be his partner.
That's not. No,
It's
it's
not
not,
the
like
case.
that. It's just I'm not going to sign up for a long-term contract with a team that I don't have confidence in yet.
Listen,
You
you
better have
don't
confidence
have
in
the
me, baby.
leverage to be holding out. Is what
Yeah,
I'm
let
saying.
me tell
You
you
just
what's
don't have the
up.
leverage right now.
Both of your best duos tournaments games have been with me.
But what I'm saying,
But what I'm saying is,
Small sample.
you're
but what
still
I'm
a
saying
rookie.
is,
You're still a rookie.
no. If anybody's
You're
a
a
rookie,
rook.
it's my teammates.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my
Troy.
god! I've been playing the game.
I'm
Oh wow,
just
throwing
saying.
shade on Kyle already.
I know I've played a game since launch. I'm no way. I'm a
Oh
rookie.
my
Yeah,
lord.
Why are you guys playing like rookies?
Hey,
then?
how many 2K badges you got?
And listen, I don't need a 2K badge. All right, I don't need a 2K badge. I don't have to flex.
How
like
many?
that.
How many 4K badges you got?
Troy, what's your
I don't
average
need
over
a
the past
4K.
3 weeks?
I didn't even have
Dude,
that.
I'd probably
300.
600,
300.
probably 900,
300.
It's probably 100.
Literally, I set your line at your average. It's 300.
It's probably 600.
Like double whatever.
Troy, you average a .75 KD.
I wonder what your highest max ever is. I think it's
It was
14.
what I got.
It was
it-
the one with against.
when it
no, it was
not
1800.
not on the train on the LTM mode. It was the one I got against Brian, which was 14 something.
Damn.
All right.
That's pretty
Well,
good.
we've got a lot of storylines heading into next week's show. That'll just about wrap it up for episode 24. We will catch you guys next week. Don't forget to join the Discord so you can participate in the Duos tournament as well. Just make sure you have your team turned in to Discord by Thursday night at 5 p.m. Pacific. And then don't forget to follow us on all of our social medias. That's where you can keep up with the show, keep up with all of us. That'll be the best place to do it. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers on YouTube as well. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. We're posting little clips from the show on there. What's up?
Hey, Kyle, don't forget to submit your tournament results this time.
Yeah, don't
Oh,
forget
yeah.
that. Don't forget that because I'm getting heat. I'm getting heat over here.
Do
Sorry.
it, man.
That'll just about wrap it up for the show. Thank you guys for listening. We will catch you guys next week. See you later.
See you.
Bye.
Wasn't even Kyle last time.